how can we say it in English? Challenges are what? Difficult situations sometimes that we have to go through, or that we have to face. This is a verb that we can use in connection with challenge, to face a challenge, to transcend, and to transcend it. Okay. So, and this, and it is to face and to transcend a challenge. It's very useful to know how a habit, one of our challenges in life are what? Bad habits. Because bad habits kind of block our potential.
Yes.
So, and it's so when we, and that's why we are aware sometimes that of our bad habits, and we want to change them. But what happens? We feel that it's difficult. It is not easy to change a bad habit. And why? It's this text talks about this and helps us understand how habits work and what are them. So when we understand how they work, we can change them. It is not impossible to change them. They can be changed. This is the good news. But we have to know how to deal with them in order to change them. So let's start reading. And last Saturday, when Pablito sent me the picture of the text that is in Spanish, he told me, well, if you want, next class, I can talk about this, but, and then we may do a meditation, and I can guide the meditation, but all in Spanish.
Of course.
No, Pablito, you can't.
Of course, guys.
No, I said to him, no, let's do it in English. Let's,
Because
so he said, well,
another workshop, Spanish workshop.
It's an
Spanish workshop. Perdón.
And a selfish attitude where in Spanish you can share with your friends.
No. Me dio mucha risa porque les mandaría el audio porque lo dijo de corazón así. No, pero no me va a hacer hablar en inglés.
Claro, el argentinismo.
This is a secret in a relation between student and teacher.
And Cari, yes.
Cari, please.
Por favor, Cari, no vayas a decirlo en inglés.
You must do it in English.
Yes.
Every single word.
Yes, this is a bad habit that you have to break free from. This is an expression. Here we have the title, and we start reading this text that is like an explanation of what the text says in Spanish, but in English.
I finished the story because on Friday, Cari sent me the text in English.
Yesterday, yes. And
okay.
I was laughing a lot because this week I had a very busy week because I received some tasks from a Korean agency, and I'm doing some translations. And well, I have as a writer, you know that translation work has changed, and most of the agencies of translation agencies ask you to collaborate with rating task. So they send you some text produced or generated by AI, and you have to rate them and to see, to explain why if they sound like a human text or not, and why, and everything. Well, so I am adapting to this new, and I like it because my aunt said to me yesterday, but you had a heart of a teacher. That's why you like to correct. And yes, it's I like it. You have to pay attention to grammar, to meaning, to different parts of speech, and tell why a text uh, resembles human language or not. Or if the translation is literal or not. It's okay. Okay. So I didn't have, I wanted to prepare the class and everything in advance to and send the text to Paulito so he would have time to think about the meditation in English and everything. And the week passed, and I realized yesterday morning, oh, it's Friday, and I still haven't prepared the text and the class. So, well, yesterday morning I did it, and I sent Pablito, but yes, I didn't give you too much time to prepare. But God will help you. God is with you. Okay, my friends. So let's start with the comments and all the explanation in English about this beautiful text and powerful and useful text about habits. Here, the title says, Breaking Free from Habits. When you break free from something, what does it mean? That you
Liberarse.
liberate.
Claro.
Yes, you are free. If you
You are
break
free.
free,
Okay.
you know that in English, as in Spanish, there are collocations. Collocations are phrases or when a verb naturally goes with a noun, and we have a expression that sounds natural in the language. And this happens with this expression, to break free from something. To break free from something is a collocation that it's natural to say it like this in English. So, que viste que en español decimos, qué sé yo, liberarnos de un mal hábito o romper con un mal hábito.
Había otra forma de decir breaking free que no.
Or
¿no?
quit, or quit a habit,
O
maybe.
free, no, freedom, no, había
Get
otra.
free.
Get free.
Get free from something. Okay.
Cari,
¿Cómo?
Cari and Pablito, like Freddie Mercury. I want to break free.
Yes, I want to break free. Yes.
Break free. Yes.
Good.
Here we have another musician.
Good.
Your attitude is contagious. This is a good habit that you have given to us. Okay.
Silver medal for Nat.
Very
One
good.
more and gold medal, Nat.
You are doing great. You keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Thank you.
Okay. So, who wants to start reading this beautiful text?
I start.
Okay.
Mm, lo que está entre paréntesis también.
Yes, it's adapted. This text is an adaptation from the teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda.
Yeah.
Okay.
We often believe that changing our life is simply a matter of willpower or good intention.
Okay. We often believe that changing our lives is simply a matter of willpower or good intentions. What is willpower?
Will,
In Spanish, how do we say willpower?
gran poder, ¿no?
Fuerza de voluntad.
Ah,
Eso
fuerza
es
de voluntad.
willpower. ¿Qué pasa? Que nos creemos eso, que cambiar un hábito, para cambiar un hábito solo tenemos que tener una buena intención y fuerza de voluntad. But, go on.
Yet, many people fail to change because the mind has become conditioned by deeply rooted habits.
Deeply, yes. But, yet. Yet here can be used as a synonym of but.
Yeah.
Para hacer pero, ¿qué pasa?
Incondicional. Yes.
Many people fail to change. Fail is what? Is the
Fallar.
opposite of,
Unsuccess.
yes,
Success, ¿no?
is the opposite of succeed. To fail.
Succeed.
Yes. So, let me.
To fail es fallar.
Exacto. That's why he says many people fail to change. So, they can't change the habit. This is fail to change. It's the opposite of succeed. Yes, if you succeed is a verb.
Tener éxito.
Yes. And what is the noun?
Exitoso.
Success.
No.
Success is the noun. Here we have our family of words. And Bibi mentioned the adjective. To be
exitoso es exacto.
To be successful. Very good. Successful is the adjective. Exitoso. Very good. So, here we are going to see how to be successful in changing a habit. Okay. So, and why many people fail to change? Because the mind has become conditioned by deeply rooted habits.
Rooted.
Something that is deeply rooted in you. What does it mean? This is another very useful verb in English. Something that is to be rooted. What is to be rooted?
Rutina.
Rooted.
¿No?
Rooted comes from root.
Raíz, ¿no?
Yeah.
Raíces profundas.
Very good.
Hábitos con raíces profundas.
Yes. We can say to be rooted is, yes, estar enraizado, ¿viste?
Grounded no es otra palabra.
O arraigado.
Arraigado.
Arraigado, sí.
Yes. Estar fuertemente. That's why here we have the adverb that it's deeply rooted. Estar
Ujú.
arraigado.
Arraigado viene de raíz.
Es exactly because a root,
Medalla de oro.
very good, golden medal. Golden medal.
No, no.
A root is raíz. Very good. Entonces, let's go on.
Ujú.
He says that what happens with habits? It is difficult to change, or we fail to change, because they are rooted in what? In our minds.
Yes.
Okay. So, but it says the man has become conditioned with these rooted, deeply rooted habits. So, let's go on. Nati, do you want to go on reading?
Yes, of course. A habit is more than something we do repeatedly. It's a pattern of thought and behavior that gradually becomes automatic. The mind begins to believe that it cannot act in any other way.
Yes. When something becomes, this is the problem, that the habits become automatic, or it's that's it, like something that it is done without our will. It is just by repetition. There is something in us that do it without like our permission, without we it is that is an automatic, becomes automatic. It seems that is unconscious. It becomes unconscious, we just do it, and we don't put our intention and say we are going to do it. It just happens. Okay, so let's go on, Nati, a bit more.
Yes. Every repeated action creates a mental pattern. Whenever we do something, both the physical action and the accompanying thought leave an impression on the mind.
Okay, let's stop a bit here. Every repeated action creates a mental pattern.
Ajá.
And whenever we do something, both the physical action and the accompanying thought leave an impression in our mind. And go on a bit more.
As the same action is repeated, that mental pathway becomes stronger until eventually the mind begins to follow it automatically.
Okay, so it's like the mind make a trace, and there is a trace that is made in our mind. And for us to understand this better, he gives an example. Here it says, Pablito, do you want to go on?
Está
You are
muteado.
muted. Estás muteado.
Okay, better now. You can imagine this mental pathway as trail through a forest.
Yes,
The more
trails through a forest.
trails through a forest.
Yes, it's like Bibi was telling us. What is a trail in a forest?
Eh, mm,
Un camino.
Path.
A trail. You do trail. You do trail running or trail
Yes.
adventures. Yes,
Ajá.
that's why from this comes the word trail. A trail
Trail.
is como surcos, camino,
Ah,
a trail
ajá.
through a forest, a través de un
Ujú.
bosque. Entonces, what happens? How trails are formed in a forest? Go on, Pablito.
The more often you walk the same trail, the clearer and easier it becomes to follow. Habits work in exactly the same way. Every repetition strengthens the path.
Yes. What is to strengthen? Strengthen is another verb that is part of a word family that we use a lot in spiritual language and for habits. Because what is to strengthen? To strengthen is the verb. And it comes from what?
A ver.
The stronger.
Yes, very good. Strengthen comes from strength. Strengthen is the verb, que sería fortalecer,
Fortalecer.
darle fuerza a algo. Entonces, strength is the noun, fuerza, and what is the adjective? What you say,
Stronger.
Jose?
Stronger.
Strong.
Strong. ¿Y stronger qué es el?
Stronger
Fuerte.
es más fuerte, es el
Más.
comparativo.
El comparativo.
Entonces, if you have strength, you are strong.
Strong. Stronger.
Yes, fuerte. Entonces, por eso
Strong.
dice acá. Here. Habits work in exactly the same way. Every repetition strengthens the past. They are strengthened, they get strong if you repeat by repetition. ¿Cómo se hacen, se enraizan o se hacen fuertes los hábitos? Por la repetición. Entonces, but here we have the good news. Go on a bit more, Pablito. What
Okay.
happens?
Although habits may seem powerful, they are not permanent. The good news is that every unhealthy habit can gradually be replaced by an healthier one.
Ok. Acá tenemos también el uso del comparativo. ¿Vieron? Que dice, an unhealthy habit is the opposite of a healthy habit.
Healthy.
What is healthy?
Saludable.
Very good. Here we have another, another word family. Healthy is the adjective, health is the noun, and to heal is the verb, sanar. Okay, and it says, the good news is that every unhealthy habit can gradually be replaced by a healthier one. Los hábitos, and what is in fact the good news? That habits are not permanent. It means that they can be changed. It is not something that is forever and cannot be changed. So, Vivi, now
Yes.
go on.
Instead of fighting a bad habit with frustration or while gently withdraw your attention from it.
Okay, instead of fighting a bad habit with frustration, because this is something that happens when we decide to change a habit, we feel frustrated because why? Because we think we see that we can't do it. We fall into the bad habit again. We start saying, well, I will, today I will start meditating early every morning, and you do it one day and the following day, for you it's very difficult, and you stay in bed and you can't get up and you say, oh, and you feel frustrated. But he says, instead of fighting a bad habit with frustration or guilt, what is guilt?
Culpa.
Culpa.
Yes.
These are
Innocent
all
or guilt.
These are all,
guilty.
yes, sense, emotions and sensations that appear. He says, instead of fighting a bad habit with frustration or guilt, gently withdraw your attention from it. Stop feeding it. Tenemos que como sacar la atención de ahí y no seguir alimentándolo. Stop feeding it. Then begin to cultivate the opposite quality. And here he gives an example. Jose, go on.
If impatience has become a habit, practice patience.
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 Patience and patience. No? Impatience, and here he begins
Impatience.
to give some examples of opposite, the good habit and the bad habit.
The bad habit, yes.
Impatience is a bad habit. So if you have your bad
Practice
habit
patience.
is impatience, or if you are impatient, try to practice patience. What else?
If fear appear automatically, ¿cómo dice?
Nature,
Nurture.
nurture.
Pero no le
Nurture.
falta una letra ahí o no.
Nurture, no. Nurture
no,
no es
no es
nature.
nature. No es nature.
Nurture es
Nurture
nutrir.
true.
Nutrir.
Nutrir.
Se pronuncia
Yes.
parecido a nature, pero
Yes, it's similar, but it has a different meaning.
nurture true.
Eh,
If criticism comes easy, choose kindness instant.
yes, if criticism
Criticism.
comes
Criticism.
easily, choose kindness instead.
Kindness instead.
Yeah, repeat it.
Criticism. ¿Qué es criticism?
Criticism, when you criticize someone.
Criticar sería.
Yeah, very
bien.
good.
When you speak about your mother-in-law,
Yeah,
Ah,
the typical habit.
usually
Of
everybody
course.
used to criticize.
There you have a clear example of criticism.
so much.
So much. Yes.
If criticism comes easily, vendría a ser de adjustment, ¿no? De
Yes, to judge others. Very good.
just. Chose kindness instant.
Choose kindness instead.
Choose.
Instead es en lugar de. So, the last one, the last time.
Every time.
I say it and you repeat it. If criticism comes
easily, choose kindness instant.
Instead. Very good. So, go on.
Every time you consciously choose a different response, you begin creating a new mental pathway.
Okay, this is the key to change a habit. You can choose a consciously response. A different, you observe because you are aware when you are not doing what you want to do. Just by repetition, because it is something automatic. Oh, well, when you realize that you are not doing what you want to do, in fact, for example, if you, yes, something, and that's why I laugh, because life always is in your favor. Life always brings you the opportunities and the situations to change, to see what you have to change. So maybe you had a situation in which you behave impatiently with someone. Maybe The other day, my aunt was talking to me with some about, for example, a good example is when uh, um, old people with using technology that they are not patient because they don't know how to deal with it, and she was asking her grandson to help her with the phone because she didn't understand how to deal with the phone. And the grandson explained to her, uh, well, grandma, you have to do this and this and this. And the other day, she forget. And she forgot. And she asked him again. El pibito le dice, but I told you yesterday. Well, he was being impatient with his grandma. So this situation happens to us. This is just an example. It may be impatience, it will be criticism that, yes, this is a bad habit also. Maybe we are very, we tend to talk and to see and to judge others. Every time something happens and he said, oh, she should behave like this, she should do this, she should do that. Okay, so every time we observe, we can consciously choose start by doing this instead of getting frustrated or being guilty because we didn't do what we were supposed to do. We have to say, well, yes, it was not a good attitude. Next time I will behave differently. So, eso, de elegir conscientemente hacerlo distinto. When it happens again. And in this way, what happens? We begin creating a new mental pathway. So, and what happens? Go on, Vivi.
Yes, at first, it may feel unfamiliar or even difficult, but with steady practice, the new habits become stronger while the old and gradually lose its power.
Okay, at first, it may feel unfamiliar or even difficult. But with steady practice, what is steady practice? What is a synonym of steady? Constant. Constant practice. ¿Vieron que when we talk about habits, we talk about discipline and constancia? ¿Vieron que decimos
Constancia.
claro, tenés que ser constante, ¿viste? Cuando te dicen, tenés que ser
Constante.
disciplina, tenés que ser constante. Bueno, entonces, steady means this. La práctica constante. Steady is an adjective. And it means it's the same and constant. Okay. This is
Cari,
the way. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
We are talking always about our own habits, not the other's habits.
Yes.
Okay.
Because this is the only thing we can change.
Always
we can
is
change
our habits.
our habits, ourselves.
Always is our habits.
We can control or change the way others behave.
The other is a mirror.
Yes. But
I have to tell you a situation.
Yes.
Before the class, there was a taxi driver who was in front my window where I am now, and he was with the doors open of the car
Yes.
with loud music,
Mm.
open and closing the doors, cleaning the car, doing a lot of noise, and I have to connect to the class.
Mhm.
And the noise distracted me.
Yes.
So I had to go and talk to him, and I explained the situation. But he
Didn't care.
Respond bad.
No, he accepted, but he treated me as a crazy person.
Yes. It's his problem, not yours.
Yes, but I am asking something out of the
No,
but something.
he
Estoy pidiendo algo raro.
no,
O sea,
but he can't see it yet. He's so involved in his world that he can't see that is doing something that is not the most appropriate thing. He can't see it yet. He's totally ignorant of. He's unconscious. He's unconscious. So that's why you can't change him. But you can change your relation with what is happening. You just can see that you, and it is what you this is a clear situation, that why the situation appeared for you to see maybe your impatience because you see, viste que vos por ahí decís, pero che, ¿y este flaco qué onda? No se da cuenta la loca soy yo.
Yes.
You have just
I'm the crazy one.
It is not like this, but you have to connect with yourself and see, well, you do all your best to explain him what had happened. And it is very important the place from where you explain to him what is happening. O sea, es muy importante que vos en ese momento, primero porque ¿qué pasa? Fíjense, esta situación es clarísima. Cuando pasa algo que no queremos que pase, que nos jode, digamos, ¿viste? Como vos decís, che, flaco, yo estoy acá, ¿y qué sentís al principio? What do you feel? You feel angry, huh? And you feel angry because you say, why? He doesn't realize, and I am not asking something weird or something impossible. It's something, it's common sense. But
common sense for me,
yes,
not for him.
Yes.
Because he's in his world. He's trying to escape from his pain. O sea, ¿qué pasa? ¿Vieron qué decimos? Cuando tenemos tanto ruido, tanto dolor adentro, tendemos a escapar de eso. Y la forma de escapar para la mayoría de la gente, porque no saben todavía, o sea, no tienen ni idea de que pueden hacer otra cosa con su vida. Entonces, ¿qué hacen? Ponen música todo en realidad, no es que él te quiera aturdir a vos.
No.
Quiere aturdir él, ¿me entendés?
Claro.
Pero no está pudiendo ver. Entonces, vos, cuando vos, por eso todo pasa por entenderse primero uno mismo. Cuando vos empezás a entender que a vos también te cuestan un montón de cosas y que vos no las podés ver, y eso que le pasa a él a lo mejor te pasó a vos antes, y no lo podías ver y ahora sí lo podés ver, entonces vos decís, bueno, flaco, a ver, vas y se lo decís, pero ¿qué? From another place. You try to, por eso primero hay que conectar con uno mismo, ¿viste? Porque vos, y empezar a observar, and that's why this is the key for change. Because when something arises, or a situation comes up, instead of getting angry, primero, vos no lo podés evitar. ¿Por qué? Porque es algo inconsciente que te sale, es una reacción que vos tenés, ¿me entendés? Entonces, lo primero, por eso siempre decimos, the first, instead of looking outside, you have to look inside. And the question to ask is, o sea, en lugar de preguntar, che, ¿qué le pasa a este flaco que no entiende, no se da cuenta? En lugar de preguntar eso, decís, ¿qué estoy sintiendo yo ahora? Me
Claro.
jode esto. ¿Por qué me jode? Entonces, ahí conectás y decís, bueno, it doesn't matter what is happening outside. I can
Ujú.
connect with the peace I am. Porque vieron que eso empieza a pasar. O sea, si vos, o la situación que, o sea, cuando vos te preguntas, ¿qué estoy sintiendo? And you realize that you are angry or you are uncomfortable or you are sad or you are nervous or you are anxious, this is not your natural state. You have identified with what is happening outside. So you have the first thing that you have to do is to come back to yourself. Entonces, cuando vos volvés a vos misma, ¿qué pasa? ¿Vieron que son 2 segundos? Te volvés a conectar, o sea, la paz está acá, vos la podés sentir. Y desde ese lugar, vos podés ir y decirle, y yo les relato todo esto, pero al principio, como dice acá, it is difficult, pero lo podés hacer porque esa paz está acá, sos vos, eso sos vos, ¿no? Y eso es él también, nada más que, ¿cuál es la diferencia? Vos lo podés ver y él no lo puede ver todavía, no importa. Entonces, vos desde ese lugar, primero conectate con eso. Y vas y le decís, che, flaco, mira, yo tengo una clase ahora, me parece que tenés la música alta, ¿la podés bajar un poquito? Porque la verdad que me molesta. Escuchá música si querés, no sé, podés bajar la música un poquito. Capaz que el flaco te mira y te dice, "Usted está loca, ¿qué onda? ¿Entendés? Bueno, te volvés y te vas a dar cuenta. You will realize that maybe you have already connected with this piece that is inside you. And you are changing the focus of your attention. You are not paying attention anymore to what is happening outside. You are paying attention to it happening inside you. And without noticing it, the sound of the noise will not bother you anymore. Viste que es como que cuando te conectás con lo que hay dentro tuyo, digamos, y vos decís, se puede estar cayendo el mundo afuera y a mí no me importa. O sea, ya está. A lo mejor él sigue haciendo ruido y a vos ya no te afecta. You have this power. And the situation came to show you this. When you discover this inside you, I will assure you that the situation disappeared. Viste que cuando, por eso decimos, cuando aceptamos lo que pasa afuera, la situación se desactiva. ¿Por qué? Because it has served its purpose. Para eso vino la situación a tu vida, para que mostrarte algo. Cuando vos podés ver lo que la situación vino a mostrarte, chau, ya está, desapareció. And that's why many, many things in your life keep repeating and repeating and repeating until you can see them. ¿Por qué? Porque vieron por qué nos cuesta tanto entender esto y por qué cuesta tanto que la vida cambie a veces. Porque toda la gente hace lo mismo, le echa la culpa al otro, ¿me entendés? Quiere que el otro cambie, quiere que el otro y is the play of the victim. Uno se pone en víctima sin darse cuenta. Entonces, you have to devote your energy to the things that you can change, not others. You can change. Okay, my friends.
Thanks,
Thank you.
thanks, Karina.
It's like this, my
Beautiful.
friends. And it is the same as habits. It says here, the new habit becomes stronger while the old one gradually loses its power. Cuando entendemos, when we understand the mechanism, life starts to change in our favor. Okay, so let's go on a bit more. That we are almost finishing, and then Pablito will guide the meditation.
Ah,
In English.
Okay.
in English, please.
It says,
El micrófono, Pablito.
Pablito, you can go on with the...
Okay. Meditation can greatly support this process. As the mind becomes quieter, we stop reacting automatically and begin responding consciously.
Okay. Meditation can greatly support this process. As the mind, why? Because what we do in meditation, we consciously decide to give our attention away from the thoughts and stay with us. So, as the mind becomes quieter, as a result of this process, the mind becomes quieter. If we don't pay attention to our thoughts, our mind becomes quieter. We stop reacting automatically and begin responding consciously. And go on, Pablito. Little by little.
Little by little, we discover that awareness is always free, even when habits are strong.
Yes. And the last paragraph. Go on.
True freedom does not come from forcing ourselves to change. It comes from recognizing that habits belong to be conditioning mind. They are not who we truly are.
Yes. So, this is the great teaching of this beautiful paragraph. And Nati has put a great example that we cannot change others, but we can change ourselves and our habits. We can change our habits, but with consciousness, with conscious behavior, and with patience, and by repetition, and with meditation. We have a lot of tools and instruments. That's why Muji says, the only thing that you have to conquer in this life is your mind. And it is connected also with what with the song of the man in the mirror. What is the message of the song? If you want to change the world, Change yourself.
First, change
You have
yourself.
to, this is your business. To change yourself. And then the world will change. Okay. And we can do it. Well, my friends, we have come to the end of this beautiful text. And, well, there are a lot of useful phrasal verbs that we can use to talk about habits. Break free from a habit, fall into, ¿qué es? Caer en un hábito. It is easy to fall into negative thinking. Después tenemos el verb give up. Give up es quit. Break free from está relacionado con eso, porque give up quiere decir dejar un hábito o liberarse de un hábito. O quit es otra forma de decir lo mismo. Entonces, todos estos verbos nos sirven para hablar de los hábitos. Y give up is the opposite of stick to. When you stick to a habit, quiere decir que se te pega un hábito y no te lo podés sacar. Stick to. And pero you can also stick to a good habit. That's why he says here, it says, she stuck, it's an irregular verb, so the past is stuck. She stuck to her meditation practice. Instead of sticking to bad habits, you can stick to a good habit. And another verb is slip back into. Slip back ¿qué es slip? Slip es deslizarse. Entonces, slip back into es como, vieron que a veces esto es muy sutil, porque volvemos a caer en un hábito, en un mal hábito, pero no nos damos cuenta, porque como es tan inconsciente, entonces por eso está buena this verb, slip into, slip back into. Sometimes we slip back into old habits, porque es como algo medio disfrazado, vieron que no nos damos cuenta, como que no es una acción consciente. Let
Volver
go of is another verb to say give up, quit, break free from, and build up. Build up es, vieron, ¿para qué usamos build o building?
Construir algo, ¿no?
Construir. Entonces, to build up, we can build up
Para un hábito nuevo,
a
¿no?
good habit. Construir un nuevo hábito. Healthy habits built up over time. Con el tiempo podemos build up, work on.
Some
Work
people,
on something es trabajar en algo. Keep doing it. Carry out, llevar a cabo. Try to carry out some small positive action every day. Llevar a cabo. Come back to es volver a lo mismo de antes. Okay, so we have all these phrasal verbs that are very useful. For next class, you will have these exercises to practice all this vocabulary, and we'll go through these discussion questions so you can read the questions and see what opinion you have about all this that we have dealt with today. And well, then, for example, here another activity. Here you have a bad habit and think how can you replace it with a good habit. For example, I tend to worry too much. What would be the advice? well, maybe you could cultivate trust instead. Huh? So imagine that we are in the class and one of you said something and the other gives the advice. O sea, esto imagínense que estamos en clase, entonces uno dice algo que le cuesta, un mal hábito que tiene, y el otro le da una sugerencia de qué puede hacer para cambiarlo. Entonces, this could be another bad habit. I often judge people quickly. Well, think of something, what can you do to change this habit? Or I procrastinate a lot. This is another bad habit, to procrastinate. Que siempre dejamos las cosas para después. Bueno, después lo hago. Después lo hago. Well, what
Now,
we can do to change. Bueno, y here is like the suggestion for a meditation. But Pablito, you can to finish this beautiful class. We can, yes, close our eyes and come back to ourselves. And well, you can guide us if you feel and if you like, with something to do that we can do to come back to ourselves and to realize about all the things and these beautiful teachings that we have discussed today, and how can we change a bit our attitude to make our life better and the life of others too. Well, my friends, I give you all in your hands. And you can do whatever you feel like. O puedes
Okay,
hacer lo que quieras.
close your eyes for 1 minute. One habit I noticed is myself. If impassion has become a habit, practice passions. You don't have to fight these habits. Meditation can greatly support this process. As the mind becomes quieter, we stop in reacting automatically and begin responding consciously, little by little. We discover that awareness is always free, even when habits are strong. True freedom does not come from forcing ourselves to change. It comes from recognizing that the habits belong to the conditioned mind. They are not who we truly are. We are love, kindness, and peace. You can breathe deeply You can give us a smile. And open your eyes.
Okay. Very beautiful. I noticed something very beautiful, that it was the vibration and the tone of your voice. Hmm?
Yes.
This is the most important thing. And also, your English. Very beautiful. Yes, because you are just being yourself. Hmm?
It's not me, it's my soul.
Yes, yes. Your true self. Your true
Right.
self. And this is a great discovery. You had a great opportunity. And you will be a great guide in English also. As you are
Mhm.
in Spanish, you can do it. Because, as you said, we are just instruments. And when we connect with what we are, everything flows. And it's very, very beautiful. Well, my friends, we had
Thanks, Pablito.
Thank
a
you for listening to me.
Beautiful
great,
class, Karina.
great class today. And
Very.
you know how important is to share.
mm,
Es re importante compartir, porque así es como nos ayudamos y nos podemos ver, ¿vieron?
claro.
Eh, y por eso tenemos que dejar de resistir lo que pasa afuera, porque todo lo que pasa afuera, como dice, Mushi dice, you are wind assisted. O sea, la vida no te quiere castigar, te quiere mostrar, ¿eh? Mostrar lo que necesitas ver para seguir avanzando y para ser cada vez, to become freer. Porque les dejo esto nada más. ¿Qué es la libertad, chicos?
Mm.
Es darte cuenta de que no dependés de nada externo para ser feliz, para estar en paz. Cuando el mundo deja de tener ese poder sobre vos, ahí sos libre, ¿entendés? Entonces, como esa actitud que vos dijiste, Nati, qué cosa más hermosa que darte cuenta que no importa si el tipo quiere poner la música alta o no quiere poner la música alta. Yo acá estoy en el paraíso. ¿Mm? Ya está. No me afecta eso.
Ahí me
Yo
pasó,
tengo ese poder.
le,
¿Eh?
le quería contar a Nati que cuando ella hablaba, me pasó esta semana que tuve que hacer una resonancia y me metieron en el equipo y mi mente
Mm,
empezó a trabajar. Y entonces yo dije, con todo lo de meditación, digo, tengo que calmar mi mente, empezar a respirar tranquilamente, pensar que esto es un estudio, que no me va a pasar nada.
mm,
Y empecé a calmarme y a respirar y a disfrutar. eh, y bueno, y el momento no me dominó, sino
mm.
yo dominé el momento.
Claro. Fue una gran oportunidad para practicar,
Tal
como decía.
cual.
Claro.
Y apareció ahí con ese estudio, como puede hacer con
Exacto.
el taxista o
Exacto.
con...
Mm, cualquier
Pero si vos te
experto.
enganchás con la resistencia al momento, la pasás re mal y no aprendiste
Mm,
nada. Entonces, ¿qué
mm,
pasa? Otra vez te va a tener que hacer seguro otra resonancia por otra cosa y van a seguir llegando las resonancias a tu vida. Hasta que vos aprendas. Como lo aprendiste ahora, ya está. Seguro que te van a decir, está todo bien, no necesitas hacerte más nada, el estudio, perfecto, ya está. Era para
Ad-
eso que vos
Además, en el hábito, cuando sea la próxima, yo voy a pensar en esta experiencia
Exacto,
placentera y ya no va a ser algo que, uy, me
exacto,
tengo que
Ajá.
tal
hacer tal
cual.
cosa. Entonces,
Mm,
You can replace,
eh,
replace the old habit with a new
claro.
one. Y como
Ujú.
vos, pero ¿qué fue lo que cambió? Que vos conscientemente elegiste hacer otra cosa. Vos dijiste, no, cha, pará, voy a meditar. ¿Para algo? ¿Cuántos años de meditación? ¿Para qué? ¿Para qué?
casi me quedo dormido.
¿Viste? Another great example. Well, my friends, thank you. We have
Thank
a
Thank
you.
you.
wonderful
Thank you,
class today.
Cari.
Have a great weekend.
Have a
Thank
And
great
you.
Same,
see.
week.
same,
Goodbye.
same.
Bye, bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.